And we are live. Welcome to the Rome Show. I got a special guest, Corey. How you doing, bro?
What's up, brother? I'm good, man. Good, good.
This is fire. I appreciate you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Been looking forward to it.
So, you've been in the game for a while, um, into business, entrepreneuring, hustling. When did you first start? Like, what was it like? I want to do my own, become a business owner.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, I got fired from a job that I really loved. I was my wife. We had during that particular time we had a 3-year-old kid, 3-year-old daughter. She was actually pregnant with our son, and I was probably 24, 25 years old, making about 100,000 a year in a sales job. I was a phenomenal salesperson, and my wife had just left her job because we were making enough money to survive. And dude, I got fired like literally a week after she left her job to be a stay-at-home mom. The head guy called me. It's like, hey, dude, I want to meet you. We come meet, and he fired me. And I can't explain to you what that felt like to have someone to have control over my financial destiny, and that lit a fire under me. It lit a fire under me. So at that point, it was me just trying to decide, man, am I going to go back and put, my financial future in the hands of someone else, or am I going to go and create it for myself? And so yeah, that's where it started at, man. 24 years old, searching for opportunities, and found a really unique opportunity, low investment. It took a lot of work, for me to do it, but I was able to, uh, you know, basically take a little bit of money, started in a journey in the travel space, became one of the top earners in the travel space, and sold that, transitioned from that, and went into financial solutions and sold that company. And then now I own one of the largest telehealth memberships in all the country right now.
Super fire, man. So
Yeah, bro.
after you got after you got fired, and that feeling that you can't explain, I know it was a terrible feeling. What were some things that you were doing to keep yourself going every day?
Yeah, so really, I was broken, bro. Like I was legit broken. I had to rebuild myself, and up until that point, one of the things that was really unique for me, is my family were all entrepreneurs. So me doing something different just because I had like a great education, really smart guy. I wanted to take a different path and go a little bit more corporate. But my all of my family were entrepreneurs, so I really knew I had to like readjust my mindset. So I started to focus on personal development. And I know people throw that around like really loosely whenever they're talking about their journey. But bro, it was real for me, like changing, the way that I saw myself fitting into this world was massive for me. So I ran across this guy. I coined him as my mentor. I never met the guy. He's dead and gone, bro. I listened to all his stuff on YouTube. This guy named Jim Rohn. It's Jimrohn, Jim Rohn. And man, just listening to him and understanding the principles, it literally helped me reshape my mind. And I'll share a little bit of that. So, and I know you didn't ask for this, but this is it's really powerful. So, like when we think about this world, there are things that we see, right? And then there are things that we can't see. And believe it or not, the things that we can't see typically affect us more than anything. So like there are a few laws, like I'll give you two that you've heard of the law of electricity, right? So law
Yeah.
of electricity, if you take a fork and stick it in a socket, what's going to happen? It's going to
You're
shock
gonna
the
get
hell out of
electrocuted.
you. Exactly, right? Law of gravity. We can't see it. We can't see the law of gravity, right? But no matter what you believe in, you could be a Christian, you could be a Muslim, you could be a Buddhist. Like it don't matter what you believe in. You go to the top of the tallest building and you say, I'm going to jump off this building without a parachute and I'm going to live and not die. It don't matter what you say, bro. When you jump off that building, the law of gravity is going to take its course and you're going to be dead at the bottom. You get what I mean? Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what you say. That's the law of gravity, right? Taking its course. There are laws to life that it doesn't matter who you are, what you believe. Those laws that we can't see, but we can feel them, they're going to take their effect. So me growing up in Macon, Mississippi, which is literally at one point in time was one of the poorest cities in all of America, bro. That's law of environment. You know, I don't know where you're from, but I talk to different people, man. They go around their city and they're inspired by the big buildings. Oh my gosh, bro, look at that, look at that phantom, right? They're inspired by the things that are around them because of the environment, and it gives them a sense of hope. Bro, where I'm from, bro, you got people sitting on the front porch eating a watermelon, not doing anything with their life, driving, busting down cars. You know what I mean? Like, there are no tall buildings. There's literally one four-way stop in our town, right? So like, when you have that, you have no sense of inspiration. And that's law of environment, right? So if you don't get outside of that or expose yourself to things that you're seeing on YouTube or whatever, if you don't get outside of that, bro, the law of environment, you don't know anything else. And then you have law of association. Law of association is typically, the way people put it is, you become the average of the 5 people you hang around. You get what I mean? So it's like,
Right.
hey, you hang around a bunch of bums, you hang around 4 bums, you're gonna be the fifth, right? You're gonna be the fifth. It's just the way that it typically is. So those 2 laws, once I got fired, I started to really listen to those things. And bro, any little money that I could get up, my wife and I started to travel. Like, we started to get out of Mississippi and like go to places. I remember my first time going to New York. It was like, bro, walking in, everybody's super busy, right? Like, not paying attention. Bro, Mississippi, everybody's slow. They in your business. They want to know what you got going on. They holding the door open for you because they ain't got nowhere to be. You get what I mean? Like, it's you get there, bro, it's like everybody's in their own lane, and bro, that was things like that are the things that push me for sure.
Different environments, different settings.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So when you first went to New York, like all the cars, all the traffic, did it like you was like, this is crazy, huh?
It's crazy. The buildings, the busyness of the people, people on the subways, like literally locked in. It's so much. There's so much happening around them. You got people on the subways, like doing stuff, trying to make money. Bro, the New Yorkers, they're locked in, dog. Like, they're locked
Yeah, they don't
in.
stop.
They don't stop. Like, they're locked in, and it's so cool to see. Like, I remember my first time going there. This person told me, they were like, "Oh yeah, we can always tell who the tourists are because the tourists are always looking up."
Oh yeah, yep.
I'm like, yo, that's like, I get it. So, I mean, I don't want to be there looking like a tourist, right? So, I'm walking around, bro. I'm like, man, let me not look up at the skyscrapers. Yeah, bro. But that's dope. That was dope, man.
Super fire, man. So like KONNECT MD, was that a recent move or that's something that you've been working on for a while?
Yeah, so KONNECT MD right now is 6 years old. I ran into this guy. I don't know if you're a big movie watcher, but Spider-Man and Angel, CSI,
Mm-hmm.
whole bunch of great shows, man. There was this guy who was an actor and producer, originally from Oklahoma, spent almost 20 years in Hollywood, came back home to Oklahoma and had this crazy idea after sitting at the urgent care with his daughter for a few hours. It's like, man, I want to create a way where people can access doctors without, having to be there, or without the need of insurance and all this type of stuff. Started the company. A friend of his reached out to me, told me about the concept. The guy and I met, we met up. I fell in love with the concept and I wanted to buy into the company. So I acquired 50% of the company, probably about a year after he started it. COVID happened right after that, which was a massive accelerator for the telehealth industry. So it was like just perfect timing, dude. Like literally perfect timing. So right now we've got about 12,000 providers all across the country. And that's from, we got physicians working with us, practitioners, dermatologists, counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, veterinarians. Like there's so much that you can do virtually. And yeah, man, we're a nationwide company now. So it was the timing of it was it was crazy. Timing was crazy.
Yeah, congrats on that. That's a big move right there.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
So how does Connect MD's approach to healthcare different from traditional models?
Oh man, that's dope. So, there's a lot we can go there. Number one, the traditional model of insurance, so to speak, right? Like Connect MD is an insurance. We're a membership. So if you think of like Sam's Club or Costco or BJ's Wholesale or whatever it's called, right? So you get like these memberships to these services or to these stores. The purpose of you getting the membership is you're able to go in there and access stuff that you can't access at other stores. You get what I mean? You get like premium access. So in traditional health, people are paying a bunch of money for the premium, but even with them paying that money, they still have to meet a deductible. They still have co-pays, right? If they're out of town, right? Like where do you live, bro? Where you at?
Connecticut.
All right, so you're in Connecticut. If you come here to where I am in Orlando, Florida, and you get sick, you're not gonna find a doctor in your network. You get what I mean? Right. Like you have a certain in-network doctors that you have to go to for your insurance. So like literally the two biggest things that people deal with in the health insurance space is number one, the high cost. And then even when they're paying all that money, it's the lack of access. With us, how we differ is a person know they have a predictable subscription fee, literally just like Netflix, right? So you're paying $60 per month. No matter how many times you need our service, the cost will never go up, right? That's the first thing. Number two, no matter where you are in the country, right, you'll be able to access a doctor. Whether you're on vacation in Hawaii, because that's a U.S. associated territory, whether you're in Puerto Rico, you're in the Virgin Islands, or somewhere in the States, it doesn't matter. You can have access to our providers and our prescriptions, for that $60 per month that you're paying, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So that's the massive way that we differ is cost and the access that we're providing.
That's super fire too. It's like you jumped into the future because now you could put a doctor in your pocket because you could talk to your phone, right?
It's crazy you said that. It's crazy. Yeah, so that used to be our tagline. When we first started, that was our tagline, providers in your pocket. Yeah, and that was it. That's dope, man. That's fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
And you the first to do that. Because I've never seen or heard of something like that.
Yeah, so Teladoc, I don't know if you've ever heard of Teladoc or MD Live or, a lot of these other telehealth companies. Those guys are, a lot of people in the business world consider them our competitors, but they're not. Those guys work directly through insurance brands. So like most people who use Teladoc is because Teladoc is partnering with their insurance companies. We're not partnering with any insurance brand, and we never will. Like we're that alternative. We're that cutting edge solution. That it's like, hey guys, you don't need to spend $600 a month, $400 a month, for just in case you get. Bro, think about it. Think about this. You're young. You're a pretty healthy individual, I would say, right? Do you agree with that?
Right. I agree.
All right. Only time you probably need a provider is you get a little cold, right? You need it's something simple, urgent care stuff, right? Bro, do you really want to spend $5,000 a year just in case you get sick, right? Like just in case, just for the security of, hey, I'm spending this $400 a month, $420, per month for my health insurance. I ain't really feeling it because my employer is paying half of it. So I'm really spending too. Like people are rationalizing with themselves because it's so common. Bro, it's literally a waste of money for those of us who's young, healthy, So if you take spending $60 a month, which is $720 a year, for unlimited access to providers and prescriptions. I mean, do you realize what you can do with that extra, extra $4,000?
Right.
Like it makes, if you get sick, major, you got $4,000 to pay for. You get what I'm like? It's just, it don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense.
Yeah, it's that if just the case.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, yeah. So we coming up against that for sure.
And like what you doing is like you said, doctor right in the pocket, paying all that money just in case. And if you somewhere far out, you can't even see him.
For sure, for sure, for sure, man. Yeah, I'm about to actually have to reach out to one of our providers in a second. Last couple days, dude. You probably can't hear. I'm congested as hell right now, bro. Like I'm congested. Yeah, I'm congested, but I'm had to get me something to clear this up for sure.
And they tell you exactly what to get, right?
Oh no, they prescribe it for you.
Mm.
Yeah, they prescribe it, man. Dude, if it was a way where I could share my screen, it'll blow your mind, bro. Like it would literally blow. I literally log right into a portal, choose the service that I want. Like I'm choosing urgent care. I'm in Florida. I'm going to put my number in there for them to call back. I'll type in my symptoms. Hey, just, head cold, congestion, whatever. Within like 3 to 4 minutes, I'll have a doctor that literally call my phone. Hey, this is such and such. Yeah, I mean, like it's hey man, I'm feeling some congestion. He'll go through. It's just like me being right there, in the clinic. You know what I mean? He asked me a series of questions. All right, cool. I'm going to prescribe you this. What pharmacy would you like me to send it to? I'll find the pharmacy, nearest where I am. I go pick it up, show them my KONNECT MD RX card. The visit was free. The medication is free.
All through the membership, right?
All through the membership, bro. All through the membership. Yep.
Fire. So, how do you sign up if you want to sign up?
Yeah, man. So just go to connectmd.com. Connectmd.com, click on individuals. Because we are an invite-only membership, one of the things that I ask is who invited you or who referred you or who's your sponsor, something like that. So you just go through, find my name. You can find Corey Lockett. And then after that, it pulls you through to the membership process. It'll take you literally, 60 to 90 seconds to get enrolled. The moment you get enrolled, you get immediate access. Like soon as you hit complete enrollment, boom, you get your email, give you access to your portal. You can use the service right then if you needed to. It's that easy.
Super fire. I seen that you was working with Romeo, like he
Yeah,
partnered
man.
with your company.
Yeah, so Rome is not only one of the influencers, a part of our company. We work with a lot of different influencers, but Rome is actually a very close friend of mine as well. We met. So I'm a speaker. I speak a whole lot at a lot of different conferences. I was in Houston, Texas, speaking, and Rome was up speaking before me, like literally right before me. So we're sitting there chatting, sitting right beside each other. He's waiting to be introduced. During that particular time, I had heard a lot about me, a lot about what we're doing in the healthcare space. And Rome is he's one of those very inquisitive people. He likes to know what's going on. He want to figure out how he can be a part. And man, we connected there at that conference in Houston, and we've been nonstop since, bro. Nonstop since. He was actually just in Orlando this weekend, just here this weekend. So, but yeah, man, we work really close together. He is a very big advocate of our company. Rome has a daughter that has diabetes, so having the opportunity to have unlimited access to providers, the way we do, he's a very busy person. You know what I mean? So him being on the road, his daughter being on the road with him, quite a bit, just to be able to access a doctor for things that may concern him, questions that he needs to give him peace of mind, bro. That's powerful, dude. So he loves our service, man. He loves our service. Yep.
Yeah, that's needed, man. That's been my idol since I was a kid.
For real,
And
bro. That's dope.
yeah,
That's dope, man. Yeah, that's my guy,
definitely.
man. That's my guy. That's amazing, dude. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
he's supposed to do get on the podcast, but I know he's crazy busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you guys got on yet?
Not yet. We
Okay.
talked back and forth a few times.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm gonna give him a nudge for you, bro. I'm gonna give him a nudge.
Man, I appreciate that.
I'm gonna give him a nudge for you. I got you. I got you, bro.
So, yeah, I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, for
But
sure. Sure.
how do you balance like being a business owner, the healthcare, being a leader, and someone working on a mission?
It's a lot easier now. It's a lot easier now. Up until October of last year, there was no balance, bro. Like that's just being real. There was no balance. Last 8 years of my life has been massive travel in business. Probably 9 months out of the year or so, I'm on the road. Traveling, speaking, conferences, business meeting, corporate events. But up until like October, we were able to hire two corporate executives that took over a lot of the roles and stuff that I was doing, out in the field, and it had bought me massive time with my family. So, dude, I haven't traveled since I can't even think of the last time I've been away from my family. I'm here at the house every single day, with the wife, with the kids. It's been phenomenal. But before October, it was just crazy. So part of my travel that I would do was to buy time back with my family. It's
Mm.
like, hey, I know I've been going the last 3-4 days. I'm gonna pull you out of school. We're gonna go here, right? So we've got so many memories together where it's like that's sort of where the balance was. I've been gone 3 days. Like, let's go get 3 days together, right? So I want to like lapse time. So that's one thing. Second thing is, despite all of my business, anything that my children was ever involved in, I've never missed. I've never missed. So I was a very big advocate of like taking their school schedule and planning my life around their school schedule. So if there was an awards day, if it's my son's doing a basketball game, my daughter's participating in this, whatever, I've never missed it. So they never really felt the effects of how busy their father was, because in their mind, dad is always there, or we're always with them. So um, me personally, I just still felt like, for me to do all of that, bro, they don't even know how crazy my life really was. Like, to even try to have that mentality, like it was crazy, because it means that I'm always constantly on the go. Um, but it's been great, dude. These last 9 months or so. Dang, a year. October is right around the corner. Dang. So this
Yep.
last year has been like, yeah, last year's been dope. It's been dope.
Super fire, man. What's one mistake early on that you made that taught you like a very big lesson of how you move every day now?
Ooh, one mistake. Being successful. Like, legit. There was a period, I think when I was 20, when I was 30, like 5 years ago, I consider myself like, uh, I'm like, man, all right, cool. Like, I'm here. I did it. Right. And I just like sort of took my foot off the gas. And everything just started to sort of go down. My health, when I say my health, I mean like personal. Like, I was an athlete, and all of a sudden, bro, I get up to like 240 pounds, bro. You know, and most people, they looked at me and they're like, dude, like, you, bro, you been in the gym, because I look like bulky, right? You know what I mean? But really, bro,
Mhm.
I'm fat. Like, I take the shirt off, homie. Like, it ain't like, it ain't what it looks like, right? So my health, you know, my my desire, my will to like win, I really felt like, man, we cool, like we're good. So I tell anybody, success could easily be your easy, like your easiest enemy. Like, never, that mindset that we've made it or we're here, bro. Success is it's a direction, not a destination. Like, we can never say I'm here, because it's not a destination. It's always a direction. So me just seeing the way that affected my life, um, I found myself not being happy, and I'm just being real. I found myself not being happy. It was having something to chase, having something to constantly work after. Is I think that's the way God intended us to be. I truly believe that. So uh, that was it for me. Not necessarily when I answered, I said success, but it was really the mentality of I've made it. That's probably the biggest mistake I've ever made, and my mindset on that is completely different now.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, yeah.
So for you being who you are, what you know, um, very knowledgeable, how do you detect like a business opportunity or just wasting your time?
Um, it's just it's a few factors. Number one is timing, right? Like it could be that's the biggest thing, like timing. It could be something that's really good, but if the timing is off, right, it's just that's where the time waster is. So having an opportunity, like being knowledgeable, being able to study trends, being able to study the behavior of people, because that's one thing that no lie, right? The behavior of people. You could look back. There's so many different things that during its time, it was so profitable. It was so great. I like to talk about Blockbuster. Me being a kid, I remember going to Blockbuster, having the opportunity to rent the games before we buy them, right? Rent the movies and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Radio Shack, like walking in Radio Shack, Toys R Us, like these are all things that me as a kid I experienced. And then Amazon came about, or Redbox, or whatever. All of these, different services came about, and the timing was just absolutely right. So yeah, for me, that's just what it is. It's me sort of understanding the timing of this thing, and then also understanding like the behavior of people for sure.
Right. What legacy do you want to leave behind with your business brand?
Yeah, so it's speaking of timing and opportunity and the behavior of people, you know, dude, right now, like my partner and I do, we having conversations. I'm like, bro, we can't get stuck in just this telehealth thing. Like I get it. I know telemedicine, virtual healthcare is the future, because everybody's walking around with their phones at all time. I get it. But since we are a membership and we're curating this really cool experience, we got to find a way to pull other stuff in that we're providing value to, right? So right now, bro, like we're looking at wholesale travel, right? Like it's healthcare is cool and a lot of people love healthcare, but what do people want to do? Like people want to travel. So if they could find a way to travel where they know they're getting the absolute lowest price, or if they're not, we're going to give them, something back for them finding a lower price. Like people want that guarantee. And that's really a great membership perk. You know what I mean? So it's right now the legacy is I would like to leave behind with our company is that we're always adding value. Some companies get comfortable. It's like, man, this works and it works so well, and we figured it out. No, bro. Like I don't want us to even develop that mindset of, all right, cool, we got to figure it out. Let's ride it to the moon, because in an instant something can change. So I feel like if we could find a way to, constantly figure out how to add value in a membership experience, it gives us the opportunity to constantly leave a legacy of that membership that's always looking out for the members first. So yeah, that's the legacy that we definitely want to leave behind.
Super fire, man. It's gonna happen.
Oh, for sure. I believe it. I believe it.
But I definitely appreciate you for doing this. And my bad about the other timing.
Oh man, all good, bro. This is fire. This is fire, man. Great platform. I appreciate the opportunity to come on and share some nuggets, my guy. And yeah, reach out to my guy and give him a little nudge for you. I got you.
Really appreciate that, bro.
For sure, man. For sure.
And before we go, what's some advice you could give to somebody who wants to start their own business? healthcare or like clothing line or anything?
Yeah, man. Just do. I would tell a person do what they're hardwired to do. You know, find something. If it's something in you that you'll do for free because you love it, that means that you're passionate about it. Because entrepreneurship, like you have those waves, you have those dips, and a lot of people, if you trust the dip, if people are looking at the fact that if they're looking at their rock bottom, oh man, this isn't for me, this isn't work for me. If it's something that you love to do and you'll do it for free, then you're not really worried about the dip. You know what I mean? Because it's something that you're passionate about doing. You're not going to stop it just because you're at a low point. So that's the first thing, man. Just that's the most important thing. Number one, start, but start with something that it makes you happy, something that you love doing, something that you'll do for free. And don't quit your day job just because you start making a little bit of money. Like, please don't. Like, it's yeah. I hear so many. Entrepreneurship is such an ego driven pursuit. There are a lot of people that they want to prove to others I'm doing it, whatever. So the moment they start to make a little money, they quit their job because they want that ego to say, man, I'm doing it full time. And behind the scenes, man, a lot of people are struggling, bro. I know so many social media influencers that are broke, homie. Like that are, I'm serious, that are broke. And I converse with these people and I'm like, guys, why won't you do X? And it's all ego. It's all ego. So I would tell anybody, start making a little bit of money. That's cool. But if you've got a good job that can continually support your dream, you know, put you up some money, do that. Please don't quit just because you start making a little money, for sure.
Good advice, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
For sure, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Definitely, bro. Maybe we could do a part 2 soon.
Hey, let's do it. Let's lock in.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, dude. Peace. Take care.
Take care. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy Go Room TV. That was a fire podcast episode. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Go Room TV, The Room Show Podcast, Apple Podcast, iHeart Podcast, Spotify. Shout out to my guy Corey, KONNECT MD Healthcare Business. Doctor right in your pocket. You feeling off, you feeling sick, you got the doctor right in your pocket. So, like I said, follow me on Spotify and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Go Room TV. This was a fire episode. Peace.